Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat. As you can see, today we've got the electric bass guitar. That's because we're going to play a little riff, a little line, loop it in Ableton, and then sample that into this, and make a rhythm around it, and then play along to that on the drums, and maybe do some fun little beat-turning stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, let's record this bass line and get started. Alright, it's recorded in Ableton. And let's move on to step 2. Alright, so here we are on the PO33. Now I've got the sample in here already. It's distorted a little bit, of course, because this is a lo-fi device, and I'm also terrible at recording technique and everything. Remember, I'm still brand new to all of this, so here we go. Still sounds pretty alright, so now, since I recorded at 130 beats per minute, we are going to set this pattern length to 130. Come on. Aha, 130. So let's go to pattern 1, and again we're going to press 5 because that's our root note. I did sample it straight to a melodic patch, actually, to bank number 4 there. So if we would press the other keys, and then you always want to press, the last button you press is the one that's going to be put in when you go into write mode. So we're just going to put that into the first slot there. Now, if we did everything right, we're going to press play, and it will constantly loop. So it needs to be either half as fast, which you can't do. Actually, yeah, you could do half of 130. I'm an idiot. But instead, we could set the tempo to 65. But instead, what we're going to do is we're going to press. We're going to do a pattern chain. We're going to do pattern number 1, which contains our loop, and then an empty pattern. So we'll do pattern number 2, and that way it'll continue to play. So if you watch up here, the indicator, it'll show pattern 1, and then it'll go through pattern 2, which is empty, but the sample from pattern 1 will continue to play. And there we go. We have a perfectly looping pattern. So now what we can do is we can copy that. So we can go write and pattern. Actually, first we'll select just pattern number 1, then write and pattern, put it in slot 3, slot 5, slot 7, slot 9, slot 11, slot 13, and slot 15. Now, we have all these patterns to add effects to and have some fun with it before we hop to the drum set. So we'll leave one of them blank, and then we'll hop to the second one, and so we'll select the pattern with the sample and then the blank pattern. And now let's put an effect on that. If we do an octave up or an octave down, it'll change the length of the pattern. And that's because the Pocket Operator doesn't know that it's a loop. It thinks it's all one sample. So if we check it out, let's put octave ramp on there. Go up. And then it'll play out that blank pattern and repeat it. And then the opposite is true if we go down. And then it repeats there. Kind of a cool sound, but not what we want. But we can do almost any of the other effects, I believe. Those ones are going to sound pretty good. We'll skip the octave stuff. Ooh, that's a good one. Kind of a shuffle feel, I like that. Oh. You have to be careful when you do the scratch and scratch fast effect, because if it's an empty step, like 31 of our 32 steps are, it won't do anything. So we have to time it very carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see how that works? So probably won't use that one either. The 6/8 doesn't do anything really. The retrigger does. Reverse is pretty cool. So we can still have some fun in there, but I think where the real fun is going to be had is on the drums. I just wanted to play along to my own bass. Alright, here we are at the drum set. We've got the PO33 right here. It's loaded up with all those samples. Well, just the one sample, but all the patterns. The effects are on the patterns that we talked about, and I've got them in a kind of nice little chain. It's basically a little song, and, well, not really. It basically just loops through twice, and there's a drum break in the middle. That's all there is to it. Let's get going. that was fun. The bass drum went sliding on me, so I'll probably use that take even though I wasn't super happy with it. But that was my first attempt, and it's kind of funny that the bass drum moved. So yeah, if you guys had a fun time, click that like button. If not, you can click the dislike button. That's okay too. Either way, click the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.